What's up, everybody? We're to day 4 of NoFap. The time is 8:36 a.m. On my way to the gym right now. It is tricep and chest day. One of my favorite days. And I'm starting to realize something. I am not shooting at the gym because, well, I can make the excuse like there's not a great place to put my camera and all these angles, but I'm also afraid of how people will see me. And I think as I'm, when I was thinking about that, I thought, why do I care? Why do I care how people see me? They can judge me based on, how they view me, but they don't know me. They don't know why I'm doing this. They don't know why I'm recording. They don't know. So they can throw whatever assumptions they want on me. I don't really. If I let that get to me, then am I really in control of my own life, or am I just looking for the approval of others? And if I live my life for the approval of others, then who am I? I'm not me. I'm whatever the world wants me to be. And I don't think that's acceptable. I don't want to live like that. So yeah, I'll do some recording. I'll record myself. I want to show you guys what kind of workouts I'm doing, how I can, what you guys think I can improve on. If you guys, I've only been to the gym like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Yeah. And I don't know everything. I'm gonna mess up. And if you guys, the more I get called out, the more I'll improve. So, yeah, I think I am gonna start recording my workout. So you guys are gonna see some triceps, some chest, and it's gonna be fun. But I woke up this morning also feeling like I really don't want to do anything. I woke up pretty groggy. And I felt like urges super strong this morning, but because of the routine, I just got out of bed, drank some water, which is super important. Always drink some water, and brushed my teeth. And the urges are still there, but I know how to deal with them. So yeah, keep at it. That in the morning is a very vulnerable time. Sure. And what you do in the morning, like the first thing you do in the morning, sets the mood for the entire day. So right now, just being able to get up, fight those urges, I'm already in a good mood. So let's see how the rest of the day goes. I'm now that this has grown out a little bit, I'm sending pictures to my agent to see what he thinks of a more mature look, and then I don't know. I kind of want it to grow out a little bit more, but I think for now, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna see what he thinks, and yeah, those are so far the plans for today. I might do a little bit of money making for the side gig. Might do a little bit more research because I'm slacking. I'm slacking on that. I'm starting to feel like I want to work on my career, and I know I got to get my headshots first. But at the same time, like there's still things I can work on, and still things I can memorize. So I might do that. I'm also going to reach out to a bunch of people to see if I can get them to help me, because I need somebody to read lines for me. I need somebody to help me record, other opinions, all that stuff. So I'm going to reach out to a lot of people that I know and see what happens. So yeah, that's the plans for today. Hopefully it goes well. See you in a bit. What's up, everybody? It is 9:14 p.m. I didn't get much of an update between now and my workout, but it was a busy day. It was a busy day. I came home after working out and I got dressed and sent some photos to my agent with facial hair, because he hasn't seen me with facial hair before, and he approved. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna bring some new looks to my photo shoot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be great. And I would have updated you guys a little bit more, but he also sent me an audition. So I had to shoot an audition. It was a self-tape audition, not an in-person one. So I got to shoot myself doing an audition, and it took a while. It was weird, very strange prompt, but you know, I got through it, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I submitted that, and then I got hit with another audition. This one wasn't from my agent. It's for a film, a short film, and I realize now that I'm thinking about it, I need somebody to help me with that. Like, I need somebody to help me with my short film audition, because I need somebody to read it to me. So I need to what I need to do before the 18th is find a girl or a guy. Actually, it doesn't really matter, but my character is talking to a girl, so preferably a girl. Find a girl, have her read for me, and the incentive is probably to treat her to lunch. Like, that's the only real, like, hey, can you help me shoot this scene? I'll buy you lunch. Like that. I think that's the only way it'll go down. But it'll get me, you know, if I can find somebody to do that for me, then great. But I can't think of anybody at the top of my head that would help me do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I might make a big post on my social media and see if anybody wants to come down and do that for me. If not, then I'm gonna be out of luck. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. Gosh, I'm gonna have to memorize those lines first. But it would be shooting in August. It would give me something to do in August, which is fantastic. I need something to do in August, and it's only shooting for a day, which is nice. But I need to add more stuff to my reel, and this is a fantastic opportunity. Actually, I have a few people in mind. But yeah, a lot of things are lining up. I got headshots. I got my auditions. And yeah, my show's on the weekends, so a lot of things are lining up for me. I think if I can get this audition plus all of the things that I want to shoot for myself, I might be able to pull off a pretty decent reel, so that I can really start my career, like a very dramatic reel. I can make a dramatic reel. I want to make another comedy reel eventually, but I need comedy scenes. So yeah, just a lot of things to work on. Just a lot of work, and a lot of patience too, because as much as I really want to kickstart this thing, I need to wait, because some things are not on my time. When I'm doing headshots, it's on the photographer's time. They've got a schedule. And this, to find for a reader for me, I need to be on somebody else's time. So it's starting to feel. I don't want this to slow down my momentum that I have, because I want to be busy, but there are times when it's just agonizing that I have to wait this long. And that's my career. That's my career, because the people that are successful, I'm on their time. So if I want to get there, I have to be good with my time as well, and their time. So I'm starting from scratch, essentially. And even though I want to be at that level where I'm constantly busy, I've got constant things to do and a schedule to keep track of, I need to slow down, learn from the people that are like that, see how they got set up, and then pursue it. Because everybody's, especially for an acting and even a creative career, everything's going to be unique to that person, because in acting, you should be prized for your uniqueness and individuality. So my career is not going to look like anybody else's career in the acting world. Just like, it's the same for every actor. It's the same for every actress. Like, it's not going to look the same. So just gotta get used to that. Let's go to questions. JD, writing, yeah. I actually did that, and I think you might remember, but I actually kept a grief journal that I wrote in maybe like 3 times while I was in that stage of grief, and it was a good way to vent. It was a good way to just put my feelings out there. Cool. Autobiography. That's cool, man. That's really cool. I don't know if I kept the grief journal. I might have dumped it, like torn out the pages and dumped it, because I was just like, this isn't me anymore. But I think I should, in hindsight, I should have kept them to remind me of why I'm doing this. So, yeah. Alright, cool. Question for today. Who is somebody you feel you need to speak with, and what would your conversation be about? I need to speak with who do I need to speak with? Usually if I need to speak with somebody, I reach out to them and have that conversation. I don't really feel the need to speak with anybody right now. If I had to, I would have to pick maybe... I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would call a friend of mine and say, like, hey, this is just to let you know, this is the life path that I'm on right now. So if I don't talk to you for a while, it's not because I hate you, it's because I'm busy. It's one of my good friends, and she once told me, like, she once reached out, and like, we hadn't talked in a long time, and she reached out to me saying that she felt like we weren't friends because she was making a lot of effort to reach out and I wasn't. So I don't know if she still, like, I don't know if she still thinks that, because I haven't spoken with her in a while. But she's been I'm the kind of person that it doesn't matter how long we haven't spoken. As soon as we meet up again, or as soon as we talk again, we're the same level of friend, unless you screw that up somehow. But if you don't screw that up and we just haven't talked in a while, the second we're on the phone or the second we see each other in person, it's like we never left. That's the kind of person I am. I don't think friendships deteriorate for me unless, like, you make it deteriorate. That's it. That's all I do. Like, that's how it is. That's how I am. I think that's how everybody should be, personally. Because when you're left wondering, are we still friends? I don't know. Certainly, the reliability because of I guess it depends on how people define friend. Is it somebody you can rely upon to be there, like, right there? Yeah, because if that's the case, then I don't have many. I don't have many, then, if that's the case. But
I mean, in an emergency, I'd go. You know, there's a few people I would do that for, but yeah, I guess it really depends. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question because I don't know who I need to speak to right now. Because I don't feel the need to reach out to her quite yet. What's the most important thing you left unsaid, and why was it left unsaid? Man, you're asking some deep questions that I have to think about. The most important thing left unsaid, and why was it left unsaid? Probably telling my dad that. Probably telling my dad thanks. And I left it I usually leave it unsaid because we're like, I come from I'm Chinese. You know, our family background, we don't really talk to each other or express too much emotion. And I don't think that's a bad thing. But at some point you have to, like, there's a difference between not showing emotion and not communicating. And we don't communicate. So, but if I had to say something that was important that I haven't said yet to my dad, what is probably thanks. Like, my dad's a hard worker, constantly working. He's still constantly working. He's in his 60s. He's constantly working, and I'm sometimes, like, I mean, he goes on vacation quite a bit more than he used to, but sometimes I just want him to retire. Like, I know, like, he's left quite a bit of money. He's amassed quite a bit of money for himself. And I just think that he would be, I think he can take some time off to relax because, you know, he's worked so hard for so long, man. Like, I want him, I don't know what my dad's hobbies are. I don't know what he does for fun because I just don't see him, other than like going on vacation. I don't know what he does that's like not his duty, and I respect that. You know, he's on his computer doing, like, he's usually on his laptop at work, or he's like fixing something in the house, or he's reading the Bible, getting ready for a sermon on Sunday. So I've never seen, I don't know what he does for fun. I don't. I really don't, because of how hard of a worker he is, and he still is. And I wish he'd take a break. Like, I wish he would retire just to enjoy his life, you know. And not to say I don't think he enjoys his life now. I mean, he's going on vacation and all that stuff. But yeah. But I would say thank you to my dad. Usually express Gray. Usually express myself doing line dancing. Line dancing. I've never done it before, but it looks like fun. It looks like a lot of fun. I used to draw too, and then I realized I was bad at it. Question is, are you into any sports or teams? I'm currently no. I want to get into golf. But I used to be a fan of he retired. But I used to be a fan of Alex Smith, who's like, his story is so phenomenal. I wish, like, I truly believe he could have been a Super Bowl quarterback. Like, I think he is. I still think he is. I think he's a Super Bowl quarterback. And he retired, and no, he was left a very gruesome injury that almost took his life. But even before that injury, he was an inspirational player in my eyes. His story is amazing. If there's a documentary called Sports Fan, which is the San Francisco 49ers documentary, and that got me to be an Alex Smith fan. Like, I was a huge fan of Alex Smith because of that. And because of once he retired, I stopped following football. But I want to follow football again. Baseball doesn't really interest me too much. Basketball, I when I go to a sports bar, I do watch basketball. But I'm kind of all right with basketball, but I definitely prefer like contact sports. So football, UFC, like MMA, all that stuff. Yeah, boxing, I'm a little bit like less interested in. I like UFC. UFC's great, but I don't really keep up too much with UFC. Yeah, I haven't kept up with any, like, I don't keep up with all that stuff. And I want to. I want to get into golf. I want to get into golf. I want to get back into football. I just need to choose a team. And I want to keep watching UFC. UFC is just people beating the crap out of each other. And I'm always fascinated about the science behind fighting, because there is a science to it. Of course, it's very physical too, and reaction time. But you got to get in, like, you have to think about a few things very quickly, and if you don't, you're pretty much like acting on reflex. But you have to think about a few things while you're in the ring, as well as conquering the mental game of this guy right in front of me is trying to beat the crap out of me. I'm trying to beat the crap out of him. It is an immovable force versus an unstoppable object. No. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. That's like the fight. It's man to man. Get in the ring. Whoever comes out the winner is the winner. Yeah, And I think there's something primal about that, but there's something really, there's something very primal and masculine about that I respect, and I want. If I ever take any lessons like in BJJ and all that stuff, I would. If I ever get an opportunity to step into the ring, I'm a little bit older now compared to a lot of other fighters, but if I ever do get in the opportunity to step into the ring at least once, I would love to do that. I think it would be a good experience to fight, of course in a respectful way, but yeah, that's what I'm into. Thanks for the questions, guys, and thank you for answering mine. My question for today is, who's your role model? Who do you look up to? Who do you base your life like? I want to be like this guy. For me, it's it's tough. I want to be like my father because his work ethic is impeccable. But there are aspects of my father that I know I don't want to be like. There's also actor. There's certain actors that I want to have my career be like. For example, like Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is an actor that I want to be like. Not his roles, not his type, but just how he conducts himself outside of his acting. Like, that's the kind of actor I want to be. So I want to, exemplify that. So I would say Denzel Washington, my dad and Denzel Washington. But yeah, who do you look up to? Who's your role model? I want to know that. That's my question for today. As for NoFap, man, the urges were tough today. They were tough. And I gotta tell you, I had to wrestle with that. I had to wrestle with my urges today. And man, like there were times where I had to get up and walk away. Like, I had to get up and walk away from the situation I was in, and that's hard. That's harder than it looks, because when you're so entranced by the urges, and sometimes it's just like right there, you can get it. You can have access to what you want right now. It's tough. It's tough to have the fortitude to shake yourself away from that thought and just walk away. It's tough, man. But if you can conquer that once, you can conquer it again. And once you do, it becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, you're good. You're good. You know exactly what to do when those urges come. You know exactly how to react. You know which situations you need to get yourselves out of. You can realize it. It's mindfulness. Be mindful. You know, and it comes with prayer and meditation, or whatever you use to be mindful. For me, it's prayer and meditation. Pray. I'm a Christian. I pray to God, and there are times where I just need to just sit in the quiet, breathe, and you know, we are so distracted by electronics. We're so distracted by computers, like just things around our room is distract. Like there's so many things around my room right now that can distract me from thoughts. And I realized I have never, it's been a long time, not never, it's been a long time since I've truly been in my own thoughts and just sat there without any distractions. And it's a very scary thing because your thoughts become amplified to 11 because you don't have anything to distract you. Like if you have a thought if you have a bad thought in your head and it stays there, it's not going away. You can't it's not going to go away unless you distract yourself from that thought. But imagine you can't distract yourself from that thought and you just have to think about it and think about it, and it's in your head and it won't go away, and you have to try and think about something else. You know, that's mindfulness, is training yourself to have those thoughts and then let them go. And it's harder said than done. Way harder said than done. So I think that's something to practice, you know, and ways to do that: prayer and meditation. When you pray, you commune with God. When you meditate, you enter your own mind and see what thoughts come up and try to allow that thought to happen and then to leave. So I think that's good advice. Practicing mindfulness, you know. Practice mindfulness, take control of your own mind, be disciplined, stay focused. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Tomorrow, I don't have anything planned for tomorrow, so I am going to reach out to a lot of people, see if they can help me out with my audition, as well as my other projects, such as my demo reel. And I'm gonna get ready for my headshots on Thursday. Maybe even if they're free, then I can get this done like as soon as possible. But if not, we can set up a date, and then when the date happens, I can start doing that. But tomorrow is ab and leg day. Ab and leg day. Looking forward to that. And also, what else do I have to do? I have so much to do. But I'll update you guys when that happens. For now, peace out. Stay strong. Stay focused. I believe in you guys. You believe in me. Let's get through this together. Later.